Hey guys, what's going on? It's Moltritz. Thank you for viewing this video and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going over the fact that a lot of content creators are getting burnt out of World of Warcraft and Legion in general, and people are saying like, hey, I'm quitting the game or I'm taking a break for a while, and I wanted to address things I do to keep the game fresh and relevant. I see a lot of YouTube content creators doing these videos, so I decided I'd do my 2 cents in this category. First thing, I want to go over the positives of Legion as I see them. There's currently a lot of content. They're putting thought into the patches. There's constant communication with the team, with Ian Hostakostas, with them doing weekly like Q&As so we know what's going on. Even if they don't tell us something we want to hear, at least we're hearing it from them so we know where the direction of the company's going or the game in general. They've announced Argus for past patch 7.2, so they're already planning future patches of a big nature and not just like little teeny tidbits here and there. Like, it feels like it's gonna be a totally another campaign added onto World of Warcraft, and I like that a lot. And Nighthold seems to be great. Like, we're already getting to face Gul'dan, and Gul'dan seemed like he was going to be the main boss in this expansion, so I see they have a huge scope for what they think they're going to do in Legion's time frame, and I'm really interested to see where it goes and to stick around for the ride. The bad things that I see this far is the repetitiveness of the game. Once you hit let's say you hit level 100, you do heroics, you get yourself geared up, you do mythic, you get gear from mythic, and then all of a sudden you're like, what do I do next? Well, I do mythic +1. Okay, what's next? I do mythic +2. Okay, I did my Emerald Nightmare raid for the week. Alrighty, what am I gonna do? I'll do another mythic +3, and then you do a +4, and then eventually you get up to like a 7 or 8 where I'm at, and then you're like, oh, people don't want to interrupt for me, and I can't seem to get any of my homies online at the time that I want to do mythic plus, so I guess I'm going to keep doing a 7 or 8 and hope I get a piece of gear out of the chest at the end of the week, because I'm not going to just farm them because they're a pain in the butt. And you kind of all of a sudden you're on this like gear treadmill ladder where you're just like, oh, I'll do a mythic, you know, the highest level mythic I can, and then wait to see what I get out of my chest at the end of the week in my class hall. Also, the unbalancedness of the secondary stats. There's like, basically they need to bring back stat reforging, because they messed up the actual stat numbers on the gear. If they just let us reforged it to what we needed anyways, that would suit our character's needs. They're trying to say like, oh no, we'll tweak it a little bit, we'll make the secondary stats worth less, you don't need to reforge them, we'll figure it out. It's like, well, you guys kind of been doing this for like 10 years, 12 years, you know, like, I think you should figure this out by now. But I think there's probably specific reasons why they took stat reforging away. And it's probably like people super changing something in the haste or like abusing a certain property of the class. And I feel like there's a way that they could fix someone abusing stat reforging. I feel like if they don't want you to go above a certain percent of a stat, after that stat reaches that percentage, it won't allow you to stat reforge any more of the stats into that secondary stat. So if you guys don't remember, the stat reforging was like a place you took your gear, kind of like the transmog place, and it just allowed you to swap some of the secondary stats around, like let's say take off haste and add mastery, and it was very handy for when you had to switch specs and you wanted a certain type of stat, and that really helped you out, and that was a good thing to have that I think they should have kept in the game, but they took away. Some of the solutions I do to not completely just grind myself out of the game or burn myself out is when I feel it kind of coming. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you just like, you start playing WoW, but you're like not really into it. You're like, yeah, I'll do a mythic and maybe a couple world quests, but I don't feel like doing all my emissaries. When a couple weeks ago you would have been doing all 3 of them and happy about it, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing all my emissaries. Now you're just kind of like, yeah, I'll do 1, maybe 2. And then I'll log off, or I might do something else. Like, you know it's coming. The best idea that I usually do is I just take a straight day off. Like, you know what, I won't log on. I'll tell my guildmates, I'll be like, guys, I'm going to take a day off. I'm just gonna chillax, and that usually helps out quite a bit. Or another thing is, Asmongold was saying that he just totally did some pet battles. Like for a complete day, he didn't stream. He's like, I'm just gonna do pet battles. So for 5 hours, he did pet battles and chilled out. And if you don't know who Asmongold is, he's another YouTuber. He's a really good guy. Like, he says some pretty crazy stuff every once in a while, but I really think he's comical and pretty enjoyable to watch. And another thing is, like, going along the same feel of trying different aspects of the game. If you're a PvEer, go ahead and try some PvP. And if you guys are PvPs, you know, peers, try some PvE. And I know that usually, like, once someone goes PvP and they're hardcore, they never go PvE. I know there's a few players that are, like, in between, but you know those hardcore guys that are like, nah, I'm not gonna kill bosses or wait for people. I'm gonna go in here and gank some horde. But really, I can't blame them because that actually sounds like fun. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to put my 2 cents into the ring, and like I said before in the intro, I seen a bunch of people making these videos, so I said, hey, you know what, I'll jump on the bandwagon. I'll let you guys know what I think, because I feel like the honeymoon period for Legion is kind of over, and now it's whether you actually like the game or you're just not having a fun time and you don't want to do it at all. I have other content on my channel. I do gameplays and also patch note videos. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed this style of video presentation. If you guys did, please leave me a comment, because I really appreciate those. I like talking to you guys. Everybody, have a great day. Take it easy. And peace off.